Welcome back, folks and friends. Well, for a guy who was going to take a break from YouTube, I sure have come back in a roaring rage. Let me tell you, it's been fabulous, hasn't it? If you haven't seen the videos here I've pumped up in the last couple of days, you may want to watch them, and I'll get back into this one here. It's the one I'm showing here to everyone on the YouTube channel when you show up, because I want you all to know what I'm about to undertake here in the next couple of days. So yeah, let's update on what's going on. So Nate Michaud and his friends and his wife and Greg and the rest of them that are mentioned in that video have not contacted me. I don't expect they will. It's crickets out on Twitter. As I said, they banned me. These people do not want to discuss, because obviously the questions I have for them are hard-hitting, and when you're up to funny business, you avoid people like me, because you know I'm about to dig the truth out of you, and it's just best not to deal with me. This is what's going on here with the University of Victoria here. As I mentioned, I tried to have Professor Jay Cullen come out to my website so we could discuss the radiation on the West Coast. Instead, it turned into a big mockery, and it's just sad here that this is what we have to deal with. So the honesty and the debate level that you hear coming from these people does not live up to what they actually, you know, what their actions are contrary to their words. So yes, SGT Bull, if you haven't seen this, man oh man, let me tell you, him and Kevin D. Blanch, they're in some trouble. And wait till you hear what Kevin D. Blanch, I'll leave a link here. He's trashing the Americans. I can't believe him. But first, let's go look at SGT. And again here, folks, if you take a look here, this is what I was talking about, how it's all about fear-mongering in these guys. They want to sell coins. It's about selling silver and gold. So they propagate fear tactics. And, you know, this is what he's showing on his channel.
This is an urgent U.S. dollar economic collapse update. 3 signs the collapse is at hand.
So, yeah, it's the same BS. And if you go look at his recent videos, I mean, look at that. One day, almost over 25,000 views. Do you folks believe that? Of course not. We know it's bullshit. You can pay for the views, you can pay for your thumbs up, and that's why a lot of these scammers have unbelievable views, yet they have absolutely no predictions. This is why I'm very well known on YouTube. I've got accurate predictions coming out my yin yang for years here, and these guys have absolutely zero, zilch, zip. So he's been telling you, I don't know if you see this one here again, here it's the same bullshit here, telling you that silver $150, you know, just 5 days ago. Holy jumping, you know, and it felt perfect because we had that little recent spike in silver. But if you watch my video from the last couple of days or a few months ago or from 2014, I was telling you, don't buy, we're going down much lower. And in fact, in yesterday's video, that's what I said, watch out, we're going lower. And that's exactly what happened. That green line is today's market. As you can see here, we fell in the New York market and kerplunk. So yeah, we're going down lower. Don't be buying their bullshit, the fear, okay? All this collapse bullshit, it's because they're all interconnected. This is why I try to tell you folks, look at who he features. These are all the same fraudsters, okay? That's why I mention all these people. I know them very well, and they won't come near me because they know I can make a video about them. Okay, Mr. Scam Artist. Wow. So those of you that donated money to this gentleman, and his name is Kevin D. Blanch, and he's definitely not a gentleman. That's not a good word for this guy. So this fraud artist, scammer, liar. In fact, if you watch my video from yesterday, I was mentioning how he ripped off a gentleman here for over $18,500. And, you know, part of that, there was $16,500 that was lent to him for an investment, because this gentleman, Kevin D. Blanch, this scumbag, Kevin D. Blanch, you're looking at the screen right now, has been telling everyone that he's a financial guru. He's a financial loser. Did anyone ever see the cars that are parked in his yard? Did anyone ever see the home that he lives in? It's a shit shack. I can't believe, did anyone, I'll leave a link, you can go watch his home, go see the paintings he calls on the ground that he plans on selling. This guy's an absolute joke, and I feel very bad for anyone who's donated any money. In fact, you may recall how he went just a couple of months ago here on the California coast, pretending to walk the entire coastline. Wow, and sucking money out of people. So these fraud artists that are promoted by Miss Milky the Clown, Rad Chick, RT News, the whole shit shack, they're all coming down because many of you are connecting the dots just like me, and you can see this is bullshit. And the proof is when I come here and I come see how many thumbs down, wow, that's a fresh video here, okay? I added one, okay, so but it was 32 regardless to 14. So people are caught on to the bullshit. And I don't know if you notice here, but this guy has a habit of always pulling his shirt down and telling you that he's got leukemia. Absolute bullshit. Go look at his videos from back of the day. Go pull out a nurse who's ever been around anyone with cancer, and it's the first thing she'll say. That guy has way too much energy. He's full of shit. He's not going through cancer treatment. How do I know that? Because I was with a nurse back in the day when he was having cancer, and when Becky saw what this guy was going through, she said, that guy does not have cancer. She says, I'm around cancer patients that go through his type of treatment. Absolute fraud artist, she said. And I'm calling him a fraud right to his face. Never had cancer. Don't give him a damn penny. And in this recent video, you go listen to it, he's putting down, he's leaving America. He's saying he's going back home. I can't believe it. After sucking money out of everyone in the United States and even in Canada, like I said, that gentleman ended up giving him over $18,500 because he felt for the bullshit that this guy feeds, how the Fukushima is killing off the Pacific. No, the Pacific Ocean's already dead according to these guys. This is what's really sad. Absolutely fraud artist. He gave him over $18,500. I don't even know how many other people donated money, and now he's taken off to his homeland. Man, and that's what was sad. SGT was out here promoting him, giving him a thumbs up. So like I said, the scammers all promote each other. It's up to you to stay informed and know what's going on, and that's what I do over at the Silver Gold Man. So if you want to stay informed and know who the fraudsters are, you want to listen to a guy like me. I've been around here for a long time. I know these people inside out. Yes, major thumbs down. What can I say? People know it. Okay, his buddy here in fraudster number 2, the guy who really scammed a lot of people, and including the gentleman who passed away here and in Canada, you know, he gave him quite a bit of money here. We saw one video over thousands of dollars sent to this scumbag. So this guy calls himself the nuclear proctologist. He's actually just full of shit. He's not a proctologist. He's just a regular guy. His name's Durnford. He's a Newfie. He has a hard time speaking English, and he's trying to pass off as an intellectual, and he's far from it, unfortunately. I mean, unfortunately for the viewers that are sucked into this and give him money, because he's been out on a boat here on the Pacific Ocean in the middle of the winter when there's not much sea life, unbelievable waves. No wonder he broke about, what, 7, 8 propellers on his boat. I mean, you don't go on a Fukushima tour on the ocean in the middle of winter on the West Coast. Anyone with any common sense, any boating common sense, knows that this is the wrong thing to do. And that's what's a joke, that he tries to pass off to people that he has lots of experience on the water. I'm like, yeah, going out in that little dinghy, he didn't know what he was talking about. And in this recent video he just uploaded again, he's back at this same bullshit. And I'm not going to cover this right now, folks, but basically, if you're new to this whole scam, this gentleman here has been trying to push down this whole thing that reactor 4 does not exist, and cannot figure out how they got a brand new building on top of a building that was all cracked up. So I'm not going to get back into it, but anyone who watched my videos here, I'll leave a link so you can go watch his stuff if you're new to it. And I explain the reactors and how there's 2 floors above, the 4th and the 5th, and those were the floors that had this fuel crane that went back and forth, that carried the fuel in it and dropped it in the pool. All stuff that he doesn't want to talk about, okay? So they ripped off the 2 top floors. Go watch my videos and you'll clearly see here that I explain things that he just does not want to tell, folks. He does not want to show them the pictures that I have. People would easily clue there's the old crane getting taken out, you know, like, it's sad. He doesn't want to show these pictures because he knows if people saw the pictures, they'd realize, no, hold on a second, there's a full-on construction taking place there. The spent fuel pool was still there. They just took off the 2 top floors, and if you saw in the image I just showed a few minutes ago, it was very clear what was going on. So there's the fuel pool. Everything was still in there. I'm not going to rehash this. The links are down below in this video if you want to go watch this stuff. I just want people to know that he's up to the same bullshit, telling people there was homeless people on site doing the work, all kinds of shenanigans, when it was actually mechanical cranes, you know. Very few people on site picking up the heavy debris. The debris was dropped in that bin right there using that crane. So yeah, there were some people later on. There was an elevator in the corner. They came up, but you know, the whole place was shielded, and they're definitely not homeless people. And what I mean by shielded, I'm talking about these. That's a shield, that's a shield. Anyways, there's other pictures there. If you really want to stay on top of this and you want to know what's going on, I have the pictures. I'm the guy that makes the Fukushima videos. I'm the guy who's actually the intellect that understands this whole process. who's not into fear-mongering, who makes common sense videos, okay? That's the one big thing everyone's noticed about my quality of videotaping, my videos. There's common sense here. I'm not someone who's out to lunch. And you know, when it comes down to this, and I strongly recommend, if you know shit from Cheyenne about Fukushima, take yourself a couple of minutes out today and get yourself educated, okay? This one video is your #1 best stop right there. Fukushima Day 1205. I kind of lay it down there how even the FDA is not doing their job. They're actually lying about the safety of the food in the United States. Same thing in Canada. You know, as I mentioned before, I got a close family member that works for the Canadian Safety Agency. They're blind. These people don't know what's going on. I don't even have a high school diploma yet. I can still, and the schooling I did take was all in French, so English is kind of like a second language. However, I can see just by how I figure out things, I'm way smarter than these people, including the government people. I mean, it's just sad that these people can't figure out that we need ongoing testing, and that's what that gamma spectrometer is all about. I'm the only one that talks about these terms, how you need to have ongoing testing, how there will be bioaccumulation and specific types of species of fish. Go watch the videos, get yourself informed if you're new to all of this, and stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more uploads as I keep smacking the scammers. Take care, folks. Have a good day.